Cool. What's up? Welcome to the channel, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm DJ Tommy. I am based just on the Illinois side of St. Louis. And to be honest, I only DJ a couple times a year. I'm not out like trying to DJ too much anymore. I do some school dances. I'll usually do at least like one homecoming, one prom. Sometimes I do some weddings here and there, or I'll cover for one of my friends DJing at a bar or something. But I'm at the point, I'm 52 years old, so I'm not like out there trying to, like be DJing too much. It's not, it's not something that I do for income, really. At this point, it's really just to like keep a little aspect of my youth. I enjoy it. Being a mobile DJ with all my gear, as you can see behind me, I got the deck set up with the Rain 70. I wanted to practice a little bit before homecoming season because I never really mastered the Rain 70. I've had it for a few years now, but most of the gigs I'm DJing, especially the school dances, it's not really like throwdowns like we used to do in the old days where we were like mixing it up real heavy. Lots of cuts and just getting loose. For now, it's me. I don't know why I'm saying we're, but I'm just playing. I'm pretty much just I'm just using the transport controls on the Rain 70. A lot of times I'm not even plugging in my headphones like the whole night. I'm just going song to song. I'll usually just do like an echo out of one and slam into the other one. But what I wanted to do was try to get back a little bit to how I used to DJ, which is like more intense mixing and just keeping like the dance floor packed with a continuous beat just going. Don't look at this, but I am drinking an Anheuser-Busch product just because it's been in my fridge forever and I felt like clearing it out. It is a Mick Ultra, so hopefully there's an ounce of respect. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Again, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. I have, no subscribers as of now. This is my first, I think this is my first broadcast on the channel. I might have done one little test broadcast. You have to do a broadcast. You have to request access to do a live stream, and then YouTube gives you a 24-hour countdown where you can then go live. So if you don't do that, you could create your channel, like 2 years ago, but until that first time you request to go live and you do that 24-hour countdown, you will always have to do that. So I just went ahead on day one, the day I created the channel, I requested to go live, the 24-hour countdown happened, and I got that out of the way. Not knowing what I was ever going to do with this channel. Originally, what I thought I was going to do with this channel is something like maybe like documenting my journey back to being a turntablist after, like a decade of not really doing any turntablism. Probably more than a decade, to be honest. There was a time where DJing paid my bills. Granted, it was like 30 years ago. I was probably 19, 20, 21. And even then, I still had part-time work, probably a Pizza Hut or something. DJing for me has always been more about being a hobby. I have a hard time, aside from, like big names. And I know there's a lot of people out there that can, that make a really good living out of being a DJ. And I'm not talking like people like Tiesto or David Guetta. I mean, you have like wedding DJs and, just mobile DJs or club DJs who, they've got their feet in the ground, and, you basically have to dive in. And I think when I had my first kid is when I said, all right, DJing is not going to be my primary source of income anymore. I need to go get a 9 to 5. I need to build up some skills. Because unfortunately, I know some DJs who have no other skills other than DJing. And I mean, my homies growing up, I mean, we're all in our 50s now. Or if we're not in our 50s, we're in our late 40s. So, yeah, I mean, a couple of my friends don't have anything to fall back on. So thankfully they can still DJ, or they're in the kind of that industry somewhere, either like working clubs or bars or, something along those lines, promoting. But for me, it was probably like in my early 20s when I said, all right, I gotta get a skill set. And I was pretty lucky that just some of the decisions I made didn't seem very sound at the time, but I mean, I got some really lucky breaks. I mean, being at the right place at the right time, just weird stuff like that. And then just the pieces falling into place for me to where, I found really good. I bounced around, not really bounced around because it was all by choice, but I, moved from job to job, always stepping upwards. And, kind of to the point where I'm at now, where, I got a solid spot at a company, and I do some software engineering, and it's kind of a niche skill. So that's kind of my thing now. And then DJing, again, because of the good fortune I've had as far as, my other career, my professional career, the DJing, can be a hobby. I can buy things like a Rain 70. I can buy a quad set of, QSC K12.2s. So, and not really caring if I'm ever going to be able to like pay that investment back with DJ income. Because to me, it's just about, I think what it is when I was coming up as a DJ, like even when I was at my peak, I didn't have good gear. Looking back at the gear I had when I was DJing, like weddings and doing just mobile DJing at parties and things like that, I had crap. My gear was crap. I didn't even have Technics 1200s until I was, at a, like one job back where I was still like an engineer and I had a really good job. So, having Technics 1200s, for me, that was just something at some point I was going to have that. Even though I probably got to a point where I didn't need them. Because for a while I was using the Stanton STR 8 150s or something like that. Heavy ass turntables, but they were really good. But yeah, I mean, I've always, for whatever reason, I don't know why I did this. I never bought Technics 1200s. I always wanted them, but it's like I was either just a little bit short on cash or, you know, it's like that thing where you just have to have something so bad that if you would just wait 3 months or 6 months, you would have the money to buy what you really wanted. But you're just so eager to get something that you just buy second best, or you buy something that you don't really want, but you just want something so bad and you got the money like burning a hole in your pocket. So I would always just buy just dumbass shit. And now, now that I have, like security in my finances and my living situation, now, like when I want something, as long as it's not going to like drain my savings account or whatever, I'll like with the Rain 70, that Rain 70 was probably like $1,500 brand new Guitar Center. I didn't need that. I mean, I had the Tractor, Z1 or whatever, I forgot what it is now. It's been so long. Really nice Tractor mixer, but I wanted to get back into Serato because Tractor was kind of dying out. So I went ahead and got the Rain. When the A-Track edition came out, I was pretty blown away by the A-Track edition, the look. And then, of course, A-Track doing a lot of promotion of it and then showing all the features. And, like when he, like I'm light years away from his skill set, but you always see something is possible with a piece of gear. And then you're like, well, if I buy it, it'll put me one step closer to that. But like I said, I didn't need the Rain 70, but it was just one of those things. I wanted to get back to Serato, and I never had a nice Serato mixer. When I was coming up and I did have Serato, I had the SL1, like a lot of people did. I had a Vestax, I think I had a PMC 07, and then I used a Rain SL1 to get to Serato. So I never had a built-in, like a sound card integrated mixer that had Serato capabilities built in. So, another thing I just got to cross off the list. So I said, I'm going to get that A-Track Rain 70. So I did it. Didn't need it. I don't even know like my point of just saying like, sometimes I buy shit that I don't need, but it's only because when I was a kid in my prime of DJing, where it was my livelihood, I could not buy these things. And now it's just like going back and maybe it's like redemption, saying, okay, I knew one day I would get the best, or, I would get what I had always wanted. And so that's kind of that. Now with this channel, I am DJ Tommy. I thought about doing these like BPM Supreme, because BPM Supreme is my record. It's the record pool I use. I like it a lot. I had bounced around with some different record pools. And then I tried, I think I tried DJ City, and I don't know. I just like the full kind of roundness of BPM Supreme. Obviously, it's not perfect. There's not a record pool that has everything. That's what I learned. So a lot of times there'll be a track that's not going to come out on BPM Supreme. And then I'll either go to like Crooklyn Clan and I'll try to find a nice remix, if I need to buy it there. Like I used to, this was a conversation that I was having on my other podcast with DJ Magix, and I was like, because he was talking about the looting that was going on in Chicago, and he said, well, if I see a Rane mixer just sitting there and everyone else is looting and that Rane mixer ain't protected, I might just have to scoop it. And I said, nah, don't play into that. Like, don't promote that kind of life. And I'm sure he was joking. I hope he was joking. Who knows? But, like, I pay for software. Like shit I used to do when I was younger, when I was struggling, I would look for, I would find a way to get a pirate copy of Photoshop, a pirated copy of After Effects, a pirated copy of Adobe Premiere, a pirated copy of Cakewalk, all the stuff that I used to use back in the day. And now, I guess now I've had the good fortune and I can afford those things. So I don't like having, I will not have pirated software. Everything I have now I pay for. And I don't know what that's all about. I guess it's just, there's just some honor in it, I suppose, that I'm not like stealing shit. Even though some people will justify it and say, well, if you ain't making no profit off their software, then you shouldn't have to pay so much, because a lot of this software is expensive. Like Cakewalk would be like $300. After Effects is probably like $1,000. Now it's all subscription based, but back then, you had to pay for that stuff. Even the operating systems you had to pay for. Like we used to go get pirated operating systems. But so I probably won't do it today, but I just wanted to get on and like get a little momentum or get some movement on the channel and say what's up. And definitely invite you to subscribe. Leave a comment, if there's anything you want me to, if there's ever anything you want me to search for on BPM Supreme. And, like, what I was going to kind of do is just go through like down in the bottom window, I got the Shazam top 200 for the United States. And then I was just going to go through and obviously Calm Down by Rima. So, these are some, these are like some Calm Down. I'll put Selena Gomez in there too, because ain't nobody trying to get that version without her on it. So if we look, so there it is, right? See, and what I like about BPM Supreme is, you got your versions, right? So if we just look at the main, the regular release, we got the clean version. Even that's got a little bit of a, and then you got the intro clean version, which, I think that's identical to the clean version, except that intro goes another bar. And then the quick hits, I never download the quick hits. I don't know. I never even listened to it. And you can kind of see what I download. So you can see I downloaded the clean version, the intro clean, but not the, I didn't download the quick hit. But they got some remixes available, as you can see. They got like a BPM Supreme Club rework. So I'm not sure what that's going to sound like. I haven't downloaded it. All right, it's got like some cool little sound effects. What's this radio edit? It's almost got like a, it says Afrobeat, like a Mambaton. RU bootleg. I haven't downloaded these. Oh, okay. House mix. Music Junkies. I think Music Junkies is probably going to be a house mix too. Oh no, I should have been able to tell by the BPM. So a lot of these are the same. Like you can see that every now and then I'll download one of the remixes, but for the most part, I'll just stick with the main versions, because when I'm DJing, like when I'm DJing at a school kids, they ain't trying to hear remixes. Like not a remix they just like to hear what they hear on the radio, or what they hear on TikTok for the most part. So that's what I try to stick with. Like if there's a banging remix, I'll grab it. And every now and then TikTok will play like the remix version. I hate sped ups though. Like sped ups. I don't know what this whole thing with the sped up version is. I hate the sped ups. There's a TikTok radio station on Sirius and they play sped ups. And when they play a sped up, I immediately change the channel. Like I can't stand to hear a sped up. I don't know. It's just me. So let's look for number 2, Billie Eilish. What was I made for? So let's see. I don't know if I've searched for this one. Billie Eilish. Nope, it ain't even recognizing her name. What was I made for? And oh, there it is. So it's got a clean version. Oh, I have downloaded it. I forgot what this sounds like. All right. And I know high school kids are going to ask for that. So that's why I downloaded that. Let's check for number 3, Gunna. Fuck you mean? Gunna. Let's see if they got this. There it is. And I've already downloaded all the clean. I usually get the clean, the dirty, and the intro clean. Yeah, it's good. And BPM Supreme, the downloads are real clean. Like the quality is real nice. And I think they tag the songs too. Like there's tags, and sometimes they'll even have like cue markers and stuff. So let's go down to number 4 because I don't think this one's in here. Let me check. This Luke Combs Fast Car. It might be. Oh, it sure is. So that's nice. And then the intro. The intro, I think. Yeah, I would never play the intro. I haven't even downloaded it. Like as a DJ, especially in the digital era, you could probably go back through your Serato playlist or like your iTunes or whatever, your Apple Music, wherever you like organize your music. And you could probably see so many songs that you've never played even once. It's just like, because I download a lot of tracks from artists I know, and then sometimes even artists I don't know. If the track seems good, I'll download it. And it's now, it's in your collection now. And so a lot of DJs will boast, like you'll see their little Instagram ads or something and be like, I got 5 million songs, pretty much every song. But do you need that, right? Like if I looked at the playlist for my last like 20 high school gigs and weddings and bar events, there's going to be a lot of overlap. People, like as DJs, especially like when you're doing open format or club, you're very in tune, with like, you're hearing these record pools. You're grabbing new music, like you're always trying to pay attention to what the latest bangers are going to be. But if you look at it from the consumer side, like look at it from the bride and the groom or the kid going to a high school dance, they ain't like this, right? They're not in these record pools. They're not going to, looking at all the latest remixes, seeing what the Scene Kings are doing and seeing what is on Crate Connect and Crooklyn Clan, etc. They're pretty much just wanting to hear the same songs, And when you try to go over the top with especially like high school kids, they're just gonna sit it out. High school kids, like they're not trying to hear new music, unless it's something blowing up on TikTok. And honestly, a lot of the songs that blow up on TikTok are older songs. I mean, they're not like brand new releases. They're like something that was released like 18 months ago, nobody listened to, and now all of a sudden someone did a trendy dance to it. So, like always being in tune with the latest music doesn't really give you much of an advantage. It gives you some bragging rights is about all it does. So, but I mean, I like to just browse BPM Supreme, because when you go to new releases, it doesn't mean that it's a song that's just released, in the music industry. That means it's a song that's just released on the BPM Supreme record pool. So you will see some like older songs get released, like maybe they just got access to the song. Or maybe it's a remix of an old song, like, Let Me Blow Your Mind. Yeah, some of these house remixes. I just don't get the opportunity to DJ some deep house. I would like to. I really enjoy DJing like deep house, but I live in the country now, so it's a little tough. But I do miss those days. I'm going to try to wrap up this beer. I failed. What else we got on the Shazam top 50? Well, it's actually the top 200. Olivia Rodrigo. I know the high school kids love her. I don't get it. Not my thing. I don't like her music at all. Usher, Summer Walker. I think that's up here. Let me check. Usher, Summer Walker. I spelled it wrong. There it is. Good, good. We ain't good, but we still good. All right. I'm trying not to play too much of the song because I don't want to get copyright flagged. But since I don't even have any subscribers, I'm a long way from worrying about getting demonetized. I'll get demonized, but not demonetized. Ooh, let's look up Lil Durk All My Life, because I see that's number 8. Lil Durk. Lil Durk All My Life. Nope. Okay, so here we go. We got a miss now. So we got a song that is not on BPM Supreme. So this Lil Durk All My Life is not a song on BPM Supreme. So if you need that song, you will have to, either go to like iTunes and buy it, or, go to one of the other services and grab it. One place I go to is, let me see if I can pull it up here, Megaboon, megaboon.com. So I go to Megaboon, and it's a Russian site, I believe. But like if you look at this, these songs are 10 cents each. It's probably not legit. And I was just talking earlier about how I'm like legit with my software and stuff. Now, when it comes to music, I feel differently about the whole paying the price, because I feel like, in a way, I'm promoting the music. I'm a DJ. Like I'm not going to download songs and like listen to them while I'm like working out or something. If I'm going to do that, I'll just do like a Spotify playlist, or I'll do I'll do a YouTube something where someone's already got like the top 50 of the week. When I buy music on like this Russian site, and I've been using this site for years, they did change their name. They were called like Melody Shop, and now they're Megaboon. So I don't know if they got shut down. That's the one thing I do worry about. I put money into this site, keep a balance, but I know that it's a risk. I know at any moment it could be shut down. But like I said, I've been using this. Someone at my previous job told me about it. And I mean, this is before like 2008. So I've been using this site, this Russian music site, for like 15 years now. Never a problem. So I'm not going to suggest anybody go out and use it, but if you're a DJ and you're just having a hard time finding tracks, so let's search for this Lil Durk All My Life. And the thing about this site, though, is you're going to find the album most likely, and it won't be the clean version. So you will have to keep that in mind. If you need a clean version, you're probably going to have to go to like Crooklyn Clan. Yeah, see, it didn't even find it. Oh, no, there it is. But I would guarantee you it's a dirty version, but it's 10 cents. Let's listen. I'm not logged in. I don't know if it's going to let me preview. No, that's all right. I just wanted to show you guys megaboon.com. It's all right. You know, they got a lot of tracks, very cheap. But I would only say if you're a DJ, use this. You know, to me, it's like if you're a consumer and you want to buy music because you want to listen to it, you know, buy it from iTunes or Spotify or wherever you buy music. But if you're a DJ and you need tracks to play at an event, I got no problem telling you to come here and buy them for 10 cents because, you know, when you play a song at a club or at a wedding, you know, you're promoting that song for that artist. And hopefully patrons that hear it will then go out and buy it. That's how I see it. I don't know if people agree with that, but that's just kind of my justification. Let's go down the list. So we had our first miss, and I didn't look at some of this other shit. Paint the Town. Oh, wait. How about let's look at Snooze by SZA. They're pretty good about SZA. Snooze. Nope. Okay, so we got our second miss. Let's check that Doja. Paint the Town Red. No. Oh, I spelled it wrong. No, still not finding it. Doja. My bad. I spelled it wrong. It's this keyboard. You know what? I tried to save money and get a... it's good. It's there. I got a generic keyboard. I didn't get the Apple keyboard. The Apple keyboard's expensive as shit. I don't type good on that either, but this one I got as an imitation Apple keyboard. My fingers are all over the place on this thing. But it was only $29, so I can't complain too much. Apple keyboard is like $129. All right, we've been live for about 30 minutes, so I might wrap it up now. I didn't really sleep last night, so I might just go close my eyes, grab a snack first, wind it down. But all right. In the comments, let me know if there's some songs you want me to check. And I mean, I know anybody can do this too. Like, you can just create an account on BPM Supreme. You don't even have to pay any money. You can get a free account that just lets you search. But if you're not interested in like putting your email out there to do that, and you just want me to check for you, let me know in the comments. I'll check. I'll either answer you in the comment or I'll do it on the next live show. But anyway, for now, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in. Please like this video and subscribe and share. Tell all your friends. Tell all your DJ friends. And if you got any questions for me outside of like BPM Supreme or whatever, also put that in there if you got gear questions. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys.